Today, on Republic Day of India, I will tell a story of a recently visited place in France near Belgian border where our Indian soldiers died who fought for the British in the First World War in 1914 to 1918. Name of the place is Neuve Chapelle Memorial. Memorial Indian. Indian soldiers are commemorated here at Neuve Chapelle, France, to the honor of the Army of India who fought in France and Belgium in the First World War in 1914 to 1918, and in perpetual remembrance of those whose names are here recorded and have no known grave. In honor of these soldiers who died in captivity in Northwest Europe and whose mortal remains were committed to fire. The memorial, designed by Sir Herbert Baker with sculpture by Charles Wheeler, is a circular enclosure centered on a tall pillar that is topped by a lotus capital and curved representations of the Star of India and the imperial crown. One half of the circular enclosure consists of the panels of names of the dead, while the other half is open. Other architectural and sculptural features of the memorial include carved stone tigers and two small domed chhatris. At the foot of the pillar is a stone of remembrance, inscribed with the words, "Their name liveth forevermore." The main inscription is in both English and French, while the column also bears an inscription in English, Arabic, Devanagari and Gurmukhi. God is one, He is the victory. The memorial was unveiled on 7th October 1927. The British government declared war on Germany on 4th August 1914. Just 4 days later, 2 infantry divisions and a cavalry brigade of the Indian Army were ordered to mobilize and prepare for overseas service. Units of the Indian Expeditionary Force began arriving in France in September, and by late October they were involved in heavy fighting on the Mazen Ridge in Belgium. The Indian Corps, which was composed of the 3rd and 7th Divisions of Lahore and Meerut, went on to fight in some of the bloodiest battles of the first year of the war. At Neuve Chapelle, from 10th to 13th March 1915, Indian soldiers made up half of the attacking force and, despite suffering very heavy casualties, succeeded in capturing important sections of the German line. The Indian Cavalry Corps remained on the Western Front until the spring of 1918, and Indian labor companies, which had begun arriving in France in 1917, performed vital and often dangerous logistical work behind the lines until after the armistice. Over the course of the war, India sent over 140,000 men to the Western Front, 90,000 serving in the infantry and cavalry, and as many as 50,000 non-combatant laborers. They hailed from the length and breadth of British India, from the Punjab, Garhwal, the frontiers, Bengal, Nepal, Madras, and Burma, and represented an extremely diverse range of religious, linguistic, and ethnic cultures. The officer corps were composed mostly of men of European descent. Of the combatants, over 8,550 were killed and as many as 50,000 more were wounded. Almost 5,000 of the dead have no known grave and are commemorated on the Mainin Gate at Ypres in Belgium and here at Neuve Chapel. In 1964, a special bronze panel was added to this memorial with the names of 210 servicemen of undivided India who died during the First World War, 1914 to 1918. I went there to pay my respect to the Indian soldiers. Visiting the place, I felt sad as an Indian to see the memorial of our soldiers who were compelled to sacrifice their lives. I was feeling their painful sighs were floating in the air.
Bye.